Hey everyone, it's Riley. So just a little while ago I made a video about what hamster products I regret buying, but today I'm going to show you some hamster products that I actually like and recommend, and that are actually worth your money, so let's just get to it. First off, we've got the Night Angel Super Silent Acrylic Wheel. This wheel deserves all the hype it gets, it's awesome. I don't think there's enough good things to be said about it honestly, but just to start out, it is so silent as the name implies. I've raised the volume of this clip and you still can't hear a thing. Another thing I appreciate about this wheel is the running track. I like that it's textured so hamsters can get a better grip while they're running, especially since acrylic is just naturally really slippery. One of the coolest things about this wheel is that if you turn it around to its back, you can actually adjust the height. This way you can set the base of the wheel on the bottom of your cage and put some bedding underneath, and it's not going to stop from spinning, which I find to be a really annoying problem with some other hamster wheels. The Night Angel Super Silent Acrylic Wheel also comes in different sizes. There is 8.3 inches, 10 inches, 11 inches, and 12.8 inches. It also comes in a great variety of colors, which I think is really fun. So overall, I love this wheel. It's very sturdy and super well made. Next up, we've got Oat Hay and Orchard Grass Hay, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with Orchard Grass Hay. So just as a little side note, hay isn't really meant for eating for hamsters. Like, they can eat it, it's edible, but it's not really necessary for them. Since orchard grass hay is soft, what you can do with it instead is mix it into the hamster bedding to stabilize the hamster's burrows, because it just helps to hold the bedding together better. I also like how it adds a more natural look to a hamster cage, and it also smells really good. So on the other hand, oat hay is a little bit rough and pokey, so you can't really mix it into the bedding or it might like poke your hamster, which you wouldn't want that. So you can use it for sprinkling around the hamster's cage to forage for, especially so since it's got these little oat pieces right in it. I just like using this in little bunches to decorate my hamster cage because it looks nice, and it just provides a little extra enrichment for my hamster. Now we've got the Night Angel Mushroom Hideout, which is definitely one of the cutest hideouts that I own. And not only does it have an adorable design, but it's also very well made. It has a very large entrance hole that even a Syrian hamster with full cheek pouches can fit through easily. It has dowel rods going along the sides, but the great thing is that there are no gaps in between them, so there's no chance of your hamster's paw getting stuck. This hideout is also very spacious. On the inside, it measures about 4.5 by 3 3/4 inches, which is spacious enough even for my slightly chubby Syrian hamster. It's a little pricey at $19, but I think that it is definitely worth the money. Another hamster item that I really like are Bendy Bridges. So Bendy Bridges are great because, as the name implies, they're bendy and you can bend them into any shape that you want. So you can stick these straight up in your cage and make a divider between different substrates, or you can flatten it down and make a platform instead. I usually just form them into an arch and make a hideout or a ramp out of them, but you can get these in a variety of sizes. All you gotta do is just clog up any gaps in between the sticks with some moss or some bedding, just so your hamster's paws don't get stuck or anything like that. Next I have a hamster travel carrier. Mine is from the brand Living World, and this is the size large, by the way. I really like this carrier because it's nice and big, so my hamster's not going to feel like super cramped in here, but it's also a convenient size for traveling. It measures about 10.5 by 7 inches and is 8 inches tall. Another thing that I really like about the carrier is the deep base. It's about 5 inches deep, and I can fit a pretty decent amount of bedding in there, which is great because the deep bedding makes my hamster feel a little safer. The latch on the top can be a little bit tricky to open and close sometimes, but it does snap securely shut, so I've never had to worry about my hamster actually escaping from here, which is really nice. I also like that there are handles on the top that make it a lot more easy to carry. So here we've got some coconut soil. Coconut soil is just a good extra substrate to add for enrichment. It's very soft and nice for digging, and it just provides a different texture for hamsters. Coconut soil also gives our cage a more natural look, which I really like, and adds some darker color. The coconut soil that I got comes in this compacted block that you just have to rehydrate with water, and it expands a bunch. Just one block of this made those 2 bags of coconut soil. Finally, we've got some reptile sand. If you don't already know, hamsters don't take water baths, they take sand baths instead, just by rolling around in it and playing in it. I personally like buying reptile sand for this since it is already pre-sanitized and safe to put in my hamster's cage. Even if it is a little bit more pricey, I bought this 10-pound bag for $15. I just find reptile sand to be a little bit more convenient since I don't have to wash it or sift it like you would with children's play sand that you can buy at a hardware store. As you can see here, the sand is very soft and fine, yet has an extremely minimal amount of dust, which is great, because dusty sand is not good at all for a hamster's tiny little lungs. Having a sand bath is an essential for every hamster cage, and I definitely recommend this Reptile Sand. So here are all the hamster items that I think are worth your money. If I can find all the links to the products, I will put them in the description below, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. I hope this video was helpful to you or that you enjoyed it, and if you want to share some hamster products that you really like, definitely comment. I'd love to check them out. I have been working on this voiceover for way too long, so I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.